Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. We're here Thursday evening, streaming live with round 3 of the Vision GT Championship. It's season 4, and it's a humdinger indeed this time round. They are using the Toyota FT1, and that's a Group X car. It's a beast and a half, and it's got hybrid, so they've got a bit of boost. So the VGT, there's a sprint race and a feature race. We're here at Monza, a 3.6 mile track, 11 turns. The sprint race is going to be 9 laps. The feature race is going to be 21 laps. There is tyre rules. They have to qualify on either, or they have the option to qualify on either softs or super soft racing compound, but whatever they qualify on, they have to use in the sprint race. Then, when they go into the feature race, they have to use the mandatory medium tyre, but they can also use the tyre that they did not use. So if they race the sprint on the super softs, that means that in the feature they can use the softs. If they race the sprint on the soft, then in the feature it'd be the super softs would be the option tyre. Are we all clear? As mud. Excellent. I'm going to get to a table because we are running against it. We've got about a minute until the off. Like I say, it's round 3. I'm looking for the table. Where's your table? Where's your table after 2 rounds? In the chat, Ensign Hewitt saying, "Evening all, hope all is well, pray for us all into turn 1. I know it's going to be a calamity. Mama Homesick saying, "Evening thingy, are you okay?" I'm spicy, thanks. Pat says, "Hiya," and Skyjack saying, "Good evening, dude." Well, hello, and now he's asking for the big ready in the chat. They'll be doing outlaps, so I can get to the table while they're poodling around the Temple of Speed. So this championship, let's have a look at it then. Guesty's at the top with 61 points. Liam Anfield second on 60 points. Skyjacker third on 49 points, with Ensign Newer in 4th on 48 points. Homesick Alien is 5th, also on 48 points, with a Bandit 6th on 47 points. Barry Twins 7th on 39 points. 8th is Cthulhu on 32 points. Jokers is 9th on 29 points. Rido 10th on 27 points. Racer Brown 11th on 21 points. And Pat is 12th on 19 points. Bunny 13th on 19 points. Dan Wolf 14th on 10 points. And the counter is on its way down for qualifying. So we've got the table in before quali, eh? Eh? Not bad. That's impressive. Excuse me. Sorry about the coughs. So here we are then, the Temple of Speed, a very fast track for a very fast car indeed. And the variety of wins. Well, it seems if they win the sprint, they've gone on so far to win the feature, with Liam Anfield taking both wins in the first round, and Guesty taking both wins in the second round. So who will step forth and go for it here at Monza? Skyjacker making his way around on his out lap. Haven't looked at the people's tyres yet, have we? And I think that's Homesick Alien. And just behind him in Castrol, I think it's Jokers. Oh no, that might be Insinuate. Hang on, let me get the people back, get the numbers back up. No, it's Liam Anfield, so wrong on both accounts. So Skyjacker is the man leading them around for this, was it a 10-minute qualifier? Yeah, 10-minute qualifier. Skyjacker is opting for the Racing Soft, a nice stable tyre for the sprint. You know it's going to last. Whereas the Super Soft, questionable. Although I don't think tyre wear is a big deal around Monza. I say that, and then I think of like the Parabolica, and some of the corners are very taxing corners on tyres. Liam Anfield then. Is he getting a bit of tow from Skyjacker, do we think, going into the first of the flying laps? Cthulhu third on track, heading just behind Liam Anfield. Guesty is looking fine in that monster Energy liveried Toyota. Rido, also Monster, and Hoonigan, I think. Pat in the Bandit 2. He's stamping on that overtake button, trying to get maximum speed for himself down the straight. Be careful you don't catch up Rido. I don't know if he knows about his boost. Heavy braking into the first chicane, and oh, not enough braking for Pat. And Bunny comes around, finds Pat on track, but Pat lets him go by, and Bunny on the run. Homesick Alien making his way around, so is Bazza, the Barry twins, and Ensign Hewitt in the Hot Wheels. I should have remembered. So Skyjacker will be the first one to lay down a time as he stamps on his overtake button. Gets rid of whatever hybrid that's in his battery as he heads down to that really famous corner. I don't know, I can't remember, I'm trying to think. I want to say Ascari. Ascari's what's... I can't get past Ascari, but I'm not sure. And he heads up... I know that one. As he comes around, adjusts to lay down a time for everyone to have a crack at. And his time is going to be a 1:41.2. Liam Anfield already betters it with a 40.8. Catula 9/10 behind with a 42.1. Guesty betters everyone with a 40.4. 4/10 faster than Liam Anfield. Skyjacker third fastest. Arido in fourth. Catula is sixth. So Catula is eighth so far after that first run. Pat set a time, Ensign set a time. The Bazza just set seventh fastest. Catula now then in eighth. Ensign Hewitt ninth fastest. And Pat we saw having a massive off in turn one, and he's fighting that Toyota. I don't think man and machine have got to know each other at all well so far in this series. And I think he needs to get to know the FT1, get to know its habits, its little quirks. Guesty though, a man that is well in tune with a machine, making his way around in pole. And Coy in the chat saying, "Good evening, my good sir." Hello, hello. Hang on, another cop's coming. So Guesty, still the man to beat. Skyjack will be crossing the line now, but he doesn't go any faster. Liam Anfield, some way off, but he is the next man, is he, to cross the line? Of course not, they've all crossed the line, they're all going through the first game. So Bunny has gone second fastest. That must have happened recently, because I thought Liam was second fastest. So Bunny, no, he did that ages ago. Lost track there, sorry Bunny, I totally missed you. Nipping it up there into second place. Pat set a better time for himself. He's there in 10th, only a second off of Ensign Hewitt, just ahead of him. We haven't really checked the tyres out, so guessed he's on the super softs. Well, you guys have probably checked the tyres out. I haven't acknowledged the tyres. So Guesty, he's going for the super softs in quali and the sprint, with a Bunny opting for the super softs as well. And maybe that answers the front row. There is a Liam, he's also going for those super softs. Skyjacker's on the softs, so he's not bad to say 7/10 off a pole. Homesick Alien also on a set of softs. He's getting purples, so we'll stick with the Alien. And Basil got his wipers on again. He's just hitting buttons willy-nilly. Homesick Alien we saw had a purple. Cthulhu's gone faster. He's gone ahead of the Alien. And Skyjack has gone third fastest ahead of Liam Anfield. Guesty goes even further into a pole position. And Bunny goes faster but stays in second. But it's the Alien with his gold rims. Man, he pressed the overtake button right in the middle of that corner. Right in the middle of Parabolica. That's someone who's got a lot of confidence in his car. Goes fifth fastest though. Only 3/10 behind Cthulhu. So Guesty, he is absolutely unbeatable at the moment. Over the last 2 rounds, Guesty is on fire. He really is. He got a podium in the first round. So I think Ensign Newark goes faster. Guesty slowing down. I think he's building up some battery. Going for another run, eh? So Bunny, he's on a run. He's had to get past Guesty. We'll see what sort of run he's on. He's on the overtake button right now. Heading down the straights. He's only a tenth and a bit off of pole time. He's 800ths off his own time. It's close for him. It's very close on the overtake again, but he hasn't got much battery. He's got a Skyjacker. Have we run out of time? No, Skyjacker's just going a bit slow. He's building up battery as well, I guess. And Bunny then. What chance does he stand when he's got Skyjacker and Guesty crawling around behind him, building up their batteries? And so Bunny then heading towards the line, and what can he do? He doesn't go any faster. Guesty and Skyjacker tucking up behind Guesty for a tow even. Oh no, these two are having a race. These two are having a bit of a race here, I think. Helping each other out possibly. Skyjacker giving Guesty a tow. Guesty gave Skyjacker a tow down the start straight. Who knows? Who knows what's going on out there? Liam Anfield, 4th fastest, flying over the chicanes. Cthulhu just ahead of him with a good strong time there, only a second off of Guesty's time. He's on the super softs though. Skyjacker, he's doing really well up there on a soft set of tyres. Oh, and Liam's dropped the bad boy. Liam's dropped it, and that was his final lap. He's not going to get around to the flag. Don't get in anyone's way. He does, he pulls out. Well done, Liam. So Guesty, who's first on track? He's not Skyjacker because he's dropped behind. Oh, Liam's letting everyone go. Bless him. And it is the final lap now. Who's the next to cross the line then? Hang on. It's going to be Cthulhu. And what can he do? What's he done this lap? Has he done enough? He only needs a second to get Guesty's time away from him. He's on the super softs. Has he dialed it in to the track? He's standing on the accelerator. He goes faster but stays in 5th. And Bunny will be the next to cross the line. Has he done enough on this final run? He does not. He gets nothing more out of it. Skyjacker, he goes faster but stays in 3rd. Ensign Newark, who's next? Who's next? It's Rido crossing the line. He doesn't go any faster, stays in 8th place. We've got Homesick Alien, 7th so far. Doesn't look to be going very fast over the line, so 7th's the best for him. Bazza crosses the line. He doesn't go any faster, stays in 9th. Pat on a final dash here. I think there is someone behind Pat though. Oh, Pat very wide through the Parabolica. And he does go faster though. He's 4/10 behind the Baz. And who's still going round then? Anyone? There's someone coming round Parabolica. There we go. Ensign Newark, the last man to cross the line. It's nothing spectacular though, I'm afraid. And that's it then. It's Guesty on pole, with Bunny on 2nd, Skyjacker on those racing softs in 3rd, Liam Anfield in 4th, Cthulhu in 5th, Ensign Newark starting in 6th on the racing softs, ahead of Homesick Alien, who's also on the racing softs. Rido, who's on the super soft, starting in 8th. Bazza on the softs in 9th. and Pat in the Super Softs, starting in 10th. Oof. It's going to be an interesting race here. It's about survival, isn't it? It's trying to keep this car in between those two white lines, I think. Not so much for Guesty. He seems to be in control, and Bunny. Skyjacker, he was doing okay. Liam Anfield was a bit on the edge. So they line up waiting for a 9-lap race here at Monza. We're unable to see the... There we are, we can see the lights for a change. And it's a green, and we're off here at Monza. The fire alarm was just in time for it. And Bunny in a second place. Why has it gone into that camera angle? Who wants that? We want this. Coming into the first chicane then. Guesty makes it through. Bunny just about ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker's a bit slow, but he's got a little bump from Rido. Helps him ahead. And Rido makes a big jump up into 4th place. With Liam Anfield in 5th, Homesick Alien 6th, Ensign Newer in 7th, Cthulhu is in 8th with Pat 9th. He got ahead of the Baz. They're not meant to use their boost in the first lap. That is one of the rules. And Bunny, so Skyjacker 3rd, Liam's back ahead of Rido, and I think them 4 is a close battle. For Guesty, Bunny, Skyjacker and Liam Anfield there. They're fighting this win, I think. Rido doing a great job up into 5th spot. And everyone's pulling out of everyone. Is that Liam having a go at Skyjacker coming down? This is superb racing out there from these guys. Ensign Newitt saying, not that on my grave. Nothing spectacular. Sorry, did I say that about it? I didn't mean that about your run. Oh, about crossing the line. No, yeah, but I just meant your time, not your qualifying. My word. So Liam Anfield gets the move done on Skyjacker. He's got a slidey back end, but he keeps it under control and holds position ahead of Skyjacker, and Rido getting ever closer with those super soft tyres. Guesty running away with it. 7/10 ahead of the Bunster. Liam under attack. Both sides. He's got Skyjacker coming up his inside at the first chicane. Can you really believe it? They all got through the first chicane. That's amazing. And Skyjacker only just around the curves. They're trying to go too wide. Liam Anfield right there on Skyjacker. Rido wants to join him to make it 3 wide. He's trying to find him space, self-space. Then somehow, someway, Skyjacker stayed ahead of that particular sticky situation, and now they're all coming into the braking zone, and it's all very tight, and they behave nicely, but Liam Anfield late on those brakes gets through, and Skyjacker loses a bit of time out of the corner with Rido snapping at his heels. So Ensign Ewer, he's there as well, staring the soup, as Cthulhu trying to make a comeback. He did a good quali. He's ended up slipping back, but now he's back into 6th place. Ensign Ewer in 7th. Homesick Alien in 8th spot. Fighting it, duking it with Ensign and Cthulhu. Pat in 9th with the Baz, who's still got his windscreen wipers whapping away. Guesty then ahead of the Bunster. A little bit of a gap to Liam Skyjacker, and now Rido's getting the move done. He's on those super soft tyres against Skyjacker's softs, and he's fast over 1 lap with those soft tyres, but in racing conditions the soft tyre is struggling against the super soft tyre for grip in the corners, as it should. And Skyjacker trying to get a move up the inside. He got the battery to pump it past Rido down the straight. And Skyjacker very racy today as he closes in, and Rido late on the brakes there, had to nip it out away from Skyjacker's rear end, and it's nip tuck out there with Ensign Newer. A little bit of breathing space for him as Homesick Alien gets himself ahead of Cthulhu, who must have just made a mistake because he was fighting with Ensign just a second ago. Pat and the Baz duking it out down at 9th and 10th place. They've lost the pack a little bit there, 12 seconds behind. Bunny's in the lead. I don't know when that happened. And here we go. We get the shot. Brilliant, brilliant. Bunny late on the brakes into the second chicane. And Guesty didn't know what to do as Bunny left him high and dry in that corner. And Bunny, absolute mission on those brakes, wasn't it? Lastminute.com. And Bunny still holds the lead from Guesty. Guesty has been our fastest man throughout qualifying and in the race, and he will not be liking seeing the back of Bunny's car. Liam Anfield holding on to that third ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker is being kept very honest by Rido, an absolute legend in this race. If he can get this move done on Skyjacker up the inside around the parabolica. Oh my God, I'm going to cack myself. This is unbelievable. Unbelievable. Rido with the help of those super softs. Ideally up the inside of Skyjacker, but he's not got the job done. Skyjacker being wily with his hybrid. He's pushing the button just at the right time, and it's making Rido's job very, very difficult. He's going to go for a late break into the first chicane, but no, he behaves himself, and Skyjacker holds on to that fourth place somehow, some way. Rido gets a loose back end coming out of the first chicane and loses 4/10 on Skyjacker with Ensign Newer in the wings, just waiting for something to happen. Kurtula there, 7th, trying to catch up with Ensign. He's got himself back ahead of the Alien. The Alien not melding with this car at all. He is not happy. He can't blame this one on the pedal. The pedal looks fine. Whoa, a bit of a wiggle on. Went out of the corner, but yes, there's no flutterage that we can see. This is just Homesick Alien having a poor day. Oh, a bit wide again. It does take your mind off it though. If you've got a fluttery pedal, it really is a distraction, because you're looking down all the time to see if it's working, because you can't quite tell. And there's Pat. Baz has got way ahead of Pat. Pat's lost another chunk of time. Calm down, Pat. Find your zen. Remember, cha-cha-cha, my friend. Dance it into the corners. It's a groove. This is my dancing space. This is your dancing space. You don't cross our dancing spaces. Now remember, fast 1, 2, fast 1, 2, slow 3, 4, fast 1, 2. Cha-cha-cha, my friend. So Bunny is leading this race, and Guesty is all up on that bad boy. He's coming for it, but it's around the outside. Bunster's done enough in the first chicane to keep him at bay. We're on lap 5 of 9, and this race has been full high octane all the way through. Bunny just getting the fastest lap. Guesty getting the fastest lap, just last lap around. And Liam Anfield in third. Rido's finally got himself ahead of Skyjacker, who's in 5th, with Cthulhu 6th ahead. Oh, Ensign Newer's dropped back, and that looked like a massive wiggle from Bunny, and Guesty says, thank you very much, sir. I will have that place, thank you. That place there that I used to have, and now I have again. So Guesty, great move on Bunster, but the Bunster does not waste no time, and these guys are going to have an accident if they're not careful. Come on, guys. You're giving me heart palpitations. I've already papped my pants. Do not give me a heart attack. I don't want to be found like that by the medics. Do not want to. I want to be able to clean this mess up before the medics come. So Guesty then back in the lead with a Bunny in a second spot. This is what racing is about. Look at it. It's so close. It's so close. Bunny going for a move again. Around the outside of the parabolica. This is where I pooped myself last time. Are they going to do it to me again? Side by side around the parabolica. These two are nutty. Nutty like a Snickers bar. A picnic. A whole nut. Cadbury's whole nut. They are nuttier than those things. And Bunny now leads this race with Guesty in second. He's going to go for a move up the inside. There are other people in this race noted. I do understand that. But at the moment, we are having an absolute battle royale at the top with these Titans. And I thought Guesty had a wiggle on there, but he got it back under control. Liam Anfield, he's only 1.2 seconds behind these bad boys, and he's chasing his way to get into this action. He knows that's where the racing is. It is. Guesty again having another look at the Bunster. And this is where the Bunster lost control last time, but he's got it through that time round. And Bunny leads this race by 2/10. And Guesty in second, Liam Anfield in third. He's 3 seconds ahead of Rido, who's pulled away from Skyjacker, but also Cthulhu's pulled away from Skyjacker. Homesick Alien's pulled away from Skyjacker. We saw Ensign Newitt dropping down the order, and now Skyjacker joins him down in 8th place. Shocking. Bazza in 9th. He's 9 seconds off Skyjacker. He needs Skyjacker to do whatever he did another time. And Pat is 12 seconds. Look, you're getting them now, Pat. 2:42s, man. See? Cha-cha-cha, Pat. Slow her down in the corner. She's too fast. She needs to slow down. Bunny. He's got 6/10 on Guesty now. He's pulling away from Guesty. Nothing Guesty can do. Guesty's ran out of pace, hasn't he? He's got his tyres probably same or a little bit better with Liam Anfield there in thirds. So Bunny leading this race. Sorry, there was nearly a child versus child off in the living room. I had to quench that argument right before it started. So Bunny then leads this race with Guesty. He's on a comeback. Guesty coming back up the inside of him. Oh my word, it's anyone's race. We're on lap 7 of 9. I haven't even looked at those laps. It's been crazy times all the way through. Mama Homesick in the text, in the stream chat saying, come on Homesick. He's in 6th, 3 seconds behind Cthulhu. He's struggling in this machinery, I think, and with his fluttery wheel, pedal. He really wanted me to make it very plain that fluttery wheel is really knocking him. He had a bad back for a couple of weeks, but he's not blaming that anymore. It's the fluttery wheel, fluttery pedal. And Bunny still leads this race going into lap 8. Only 2 more laps to go for Guesty to do something about it. He's got another fastest lap, has the Guesty. He must be absolutely drained. He must be drained racing in this car at this level around this track. And Liam Anfield 1.4 seconds, frustrated or why, he can't quite catch them two ahead of him. And it must be just getting to his noggin. Rido having a race up from the stratosphere here, and I remember he was in good positions. I think he lost it in the end, but last week he got into some really good positions. I mean, scored 12 points and 11 points. They're just off podium sort of positions. So Rido, he's taken to the FT, and he's liking that Toyota. He's liking the power. He likes a lot of power under his possession. Cthulhu in 5th, Homesick 6th. Skyjacker's moved ahead of Ensign Newitt. Ensign Newitt beating himself up in this car, but this car is a tricky one. Oh my gosh, Skyjacker has just ghosted, and that must mean something terrible has happened in the Skyjacker household. Or he just wants to put me right on the chat somewhere. Bandit saying, good evening. Did I miss something? Oh, you've missed a world of racing. I pooed myself twice. Oh, again, thrice. Because these two, and Skyjacker and Rido, decided to go side by side through the Parabolica. Guess he's taken the lead. Sorry, I'm not getting overly excited about it, but these two have been swapping, and they're into the final lap, but Bunny's coming back at him. My gosh. Monster again, their money's worth today, I tell thee. And yeah, Bunny just edging it, chuff by chuff of chuffs. Bunny is late on those brakes, isn't he? Oh, but he's got a wiggle on, and that gives Guesty a great opportunity. Guesty dumping out that turbo as fast as he possibly can to try and get himself back up ahead of Bunny as they come around the twist. side by side, going into the braking zone, and Bunny's right there. Oh my word. I know there's other people in this race. It's shocking. I haven't watched much of them. And there you see, so Guesty and Bunny absolutely at it hard as nails through those sections of corners, and Guesty again having another look at the inside, but it's not there, and Bunny's just staying ahead. My gosh. And Liam Anfield is getting there. Rido, great fourth. Kadula, fifth. Homescaling sixth. Seventh for Ensign Newitt. Skyjacker in eighth. Barry Twins in ninth. That in 10th, but it's these two. It's these two you got to watch. Excuse me. So Bunny then is leading this race, but Guesty saving it for the Parabolica, saving it for the very last corner in the sprint race. It's out of Bunny, it's out of Guesty. One's got to win, and it's Guesty slightly ahead around the outside of the Parabolica. This is not going to happen. He's run out of road. He's just about keeping it in there, and Bunny is your true winner of the sprint race, with Guesty a very close second. Liam Anfield take a boom, my son. Got it into third, with Rido a great fourth place. Catula getting fifth. Homesick Alien brings it home for sixth spot, with Ensign Hewitt grabbing seventh, just ahead of Skyjacker. And we didn't see what Skyjacker's woes were, but I'm guessing a spin was in there somewhere. And the Baz, Bandit's joined. I think he's going to try and get in on the second race. I think he said he was going to try and get in on the second race, actually. And Bandit saying easy, that a breath. I know I lost my lungs in that one. Bazza goes ninth, and Pat still fighting with his Toyota. He did some good lap times though in the middle there, 42s, three laps on 42s. That's a good lap time around here, Pat. Consistency is the key, my friend. And Bunny, what? Talk about consistency. Neither him nor Guesty could put a foot wrong. And there he is, Fast Lane Conveyors Limited. It's the best in conveyor belts you could possibly wish for. Great stuff from our man Bunny. We don't see him for months on end, and then he turns up in a whirlwind. And now then. Remember, so far this season, the winner of the sprint race has gone on to win the feature race. So can Bunny get that? Can he carry that on and get two doubles? Liam Anfield has not finished off of the podium so far this season. It's amazing. So Bunny took the win. Guesty in second, Liam Anfield in third. Rido, a great fourth place from Rido. Hats off to the man. Catula, a great fifth there, but he looked in with Ensign and Skyjacker both dropping off the road, and Homesick Alien also getting a little lucky to get sixth place. I never thought I'd be saying that. This is odd, seeing the alien hurting that bad. It's like when E.T. nearly died in the film. What was it called? The film that Elliot and that alien called E.T. I can't think of the film right now. Paul or something like that. So Homesick Alien in sixth, with Ensign Newitt in seventh. Skyjacker in eighth. He is his own worst enemy. Give him no sympathy, ladies and gentlemen. He loves the curves. He likes the feeling of the car. I like the way it vibrates under my bum. And he ends up having offs. So stay off the curbs, Skyjacker, for the 100th time. And Barry Twins bringing it home in 9th, and Pat grabbing 10th. Still not happy with the Toyota. Guesty getting the fastest lap with a 1:40.907, but man alive, stick a pin in it. It could have been Bunny or Guesty. Cracking racers by all. 2040 is the time we go again, and it doesn't look like the lobby has been reset. My gosh. Ensign Newitt's entered. So beware, ladies, because Ensign on the bridge. And we'll go and watch Ensign drive around for a short while I go and find my breath, because my gosh, that was hectic. See you soon. Well, hello there, people. I have returned, just like the prodigal son, but I've not got the credentials. And we're back, ready for a bang. You ready for a bang? Because that was hectic, that first race. The second race, we're going to have 21 laps of that goodness, but they will be using the medium tyres, so, you know, they're going to be struggling to keep on the track. Bandit said he's got back from school, so he's going to jump in and have a blast. Pat says it helps not to rotate the car. Did it 3 times, and every time ended pointing the wrong way. So Pat trying some pirouettes out there. Liam Anfield says he is not a fan of this car. His real word was, I hate that car. And you know, the monkey hated the duck, but that's what they got. So I really hate that duck. If you know about that, you're as old as me. You're older than me, because that was really, like, I was quite young when the monkey hated the duck and the duck couldn't fly. Skyjacker reminded me the film was E.T. That's crazy. What, the film was named after the actual alien? But the alien was called E.T. because of extra time, because the Elliot found it with the football game was on in the background, and he went out to the barn, and I'm pretty sure they said they were in extra time in the game, and that's why he called the alien Extra Time, and they named the whole film E.T. That's crazy. Wow, super stuff. So Pat saying the first chicane is Ratifiglio. Second chicane is Mario. And then there is Wario chicane. Pat also saying, clearly I haven't studied Skyjacker's form quite enough. And Skyjacker saying, you being daft on purpose. No, I would not dream of such things. Was Paul better than E.T.? I mean, they're 2 totally different films, I understand that, but they are about some bloke getting down with an alien, so. And what did E.T. want with Elliot anyway? You find that very strange. With all these abductions that America has and stuff like that, you've got this one alien that's interested in, I mean, yeah, I don't know, untoward to me, hiding out in the barn. Right then, we're getting down with it. Round 3 at Monza. Skyjacker's asking if we're ready. The random chat must come to an end. I'd say we're seeing some good R's, but Pat's gone for C, Rito's gone for a Y. I mean, it's a variety. Andor is awesome, man. 3 episodes, and I am I'm leaning back towards the Rebels. Jesus, Andor rocks. It's I'm enjoying it. I don't know, I can't give spoilers away now. It's happened. I mean, it's just cracking. I love it. It's been good. Rush off now. Forget about this race. Go and watch Andor. Go and get your Disney Plus on. Honestly. No, stay with us. You want to watch this. This is going to be freaky. This is going to be hard hitting and very, very fast. And Skyjack saying, no, Paul was a bit cack. No way, Paul was... Oh, I didn't mind Paul. But I'm really soft on Peg and his chubby mate, Mike from Spaced. It'll always be Mike from Spaced for me. So here we go then. Bunny is on pole with Guesty in second. Them two get to duke it out now for 21 laps. And Bunny starting on the mediums. They're both starting on the medium tyres. Going for the harder compound of their choices. Going for that mandatory tyre straight away. And Guesty tucks in behind Bunny, and this is going to be a test. Oh, Liam Anfield standing on his brakes. Rito's right there as well. They're all getting through. That is fantastic. That is phenomenal. Baz is a little bit wide. And there we see the Beamer boys in matching Bandit colours. racing each other in 9th and 10th. Pat being the one in 10th, the Bandit in 9th. Cracking stuff. Guesty then leads. He gets it ahead of Bunny. Bunny was leading, and with my amazement of everyone getting through that first chicane, I lost it and lost the lead of that as Bunny did. And so Liam is now all up in Bunny's business. Did anyone risk it? Oh, Skyjacker's gone out on a pair of super softs. Look at him. Ooh, isn't he fancy? So Skyjacker bucking the trend, going on a set of super softs against Rito, who's on mediums. Homesick Alien's gone for mediums as well. Cthulhu's on the mediums. Ensign Hewitt's on the mediums. Bandit's gone for super softs, as Bazza has as well. Oh, he'll be sore from losing out in that first chicane as he's on a tidy tyre. And the Pat already down. Down, Pat. So Guesty leads them around medium tyres. Oh, Skyjacker's gone off to see the scenery. He does like to be beside the seaside. Oh, I do like to be beside the sea. Oh dear. Guesty then leads the way from Bunny with Liam Anfield. In 3rd, Cthulhu goes up to 4th, but Homesick Alien saving the best till last. He's coming in the feature race, and he wants to give it large against the Spaniard. I think, Lord, I'll get my races mixed up. I'm pretty sure Tuesday night he was staring at the back of Cthulhu's car for a long time as well. So again, Homesick Alien finds himself in the position of staring at the back of Cthulhu's car, with Ensign Hewitt in 6th, Bandit 7th with those racy tyres. He's catching up with the pack, and they're having themselves a tiny little battle. Liam's dropping off a little bit from Bunny, and Liam's now struggling against the Spaniard. Where's Rito? Rito's down into 8th somehow. My word. It's shuffling around all over the place. Skyjacker 9th, Barry Twins is in 10th, just behind Skyjacker. And Guesty leads this race by half a second as the Bunny tracks him down and tries to get him. Ooh, they look so fast going through there. It scares me a little bit. But they know what they're doing. Oh my God, the car looks like it's on rails, guys. And Guesty just ahead of Bunny. Bunny's going for it though. He's got no overtake in the can, and he's going for that outside line. We saw these guys doing this so much in the first race. Guesty's got no traction, no grip in the middle of the Parabolica, slides out wide, but he manages to stay ahead of Bunny. But does Bunny have the momentum going out of the Parabolica? What kind of camera trickery is this? Jesus. GT Sport, not the time to go for long shots. Jeez. Liam Anfield in 3rd, and my God, he's the cork in that bottle, isn't he? Because Cthulhu, Homesick, Ensign, all queued up, waiting to have a bite at Liam Anfield, who's just trying to pull away and survive another day. Cthulhu in 4th, Homesick Alien 5th, Ensign Hewitt in 6th. Nothing between those guys. Bandit in 7th, catching that one pack up. Rito in 8th. I don't know what happened to him. He was up there in 4th. Had a great start, but slipped back somehow. Skyjacker, we saw he went off to have a look at the advertising hoarding. And Bazza, yeah, I don't know what happened to him, but the wiper's still on Baz. It's not raining. And Pat in 11th, just massaging his car a little. And so Guesty leads this race, and he's pulled away a bit from Bunny. Bunny not being able to live with that pace on the medium tyres, unless Bunny, he's not harvesting anything. Oh, Homesick Alien was a bit wide there. In 5th place, dropping a beat on Cthulhu. Cthulhu nearly a second ahead of him now. Cthulhu, in fact, looks ready to go forth and attack Liam Anfield. And the question is, when will the pit stop start? And who will be brave? I mean, I don't know how long that soft tyre or super soft tyre can last. It didn't really look like they were wearing in that first 9-lap race, but they're 4 laps in, and And Liam Anfield fighting to stay ahead of the Spaniard Homesick Alien, losing the back end a little bit. And Ensign Hewitt was there, but Homesick Alien stamped on that turbo button to push him away from the corner and out of Ensign Hewitt's way. Bandit still there, 1.1 seconds. He's ready to leap. He's ready. He's cagey. He's a cagey driver, is Bandit. He'll be looking after his tyres best he can. So when he catches these guys up, he is going to be on it. Rido in 8th. He's being caught by Skyjacker. Skyjacker on those super soft tyres, sliding it round. Skyjacker only has 1 speed, and that's fast. And Barry Twins in 10th, 4.6 seconds behind Skyjacker, with Pat dropping even further back. Guesty then half a second on Bunny. Liam Anfield 3 seconds adrift, and he's only got half a second on Cthulhu. Let's get on board with the Spanish ace as he chases down Liam Anfield. He's only 3/10 ahead of the Alien. He's lost a chunk of time. I saw him going wide in that corner, and the Alien sitting right on his tailgate into Parabolica. And Liam Anfield gaining a bit of ground, and you can see just in the background Ensign Hewitt and Bandit there. And Homesick Alien does not want to get sucked into that race, getting a great drag off of Cthulhu. And out of the front there you see Homesick Alien just appearing on our right into the braking zone. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Are they going to slow the cars down? They do. And Homesick Alien then 4th place ahead of Cthulhu. And Homesick Alien has to set chase to Liam Anfield, 1.3 seconds. And Liam Anfield struggling with the car. He's openly declared he does not like this car. And it's showing. Although he won, he's won. I don't know, he actually crossed the line first. I think people got penalties that put him in a winning position. So I don't actually know if he crossed the line. I think he might have done in the second race, but the first race I think may have been penalties going his way. Don't quote me on it though, because I've got a low cache ratio in my brain. It deletes the cookies quickly. So Guesty then 4/10 ahead of the Bunster, and these guys are still going, half a tank of fuel on board with 5 laps under their belt, and a further 16 laps to go. Quick math. Hey, impressed. Liam Anfield then 3rd. Homesick Alien hasn't gained anything so far, but Cthulhu is right on his chuff, and Cthulhu aims to do business here. Out of the Parabolica, trying to put some pressure on the Alien. The Alien runs wide, and Cthulhu says, "Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, good sir. I will take that." But Homesick Alien, I'm sure, will probably be using a bit of turbo here. No, he has now. If he did have turbo, he's gone. Heavy on those brakes, but Cthulhu heavier on the brakes into the corner. Liam Anfield, he's not getting away from him though, is he? He's not advancing too much on Cthulhu and Homesick Alien. Ensign Hewitt dropping away from that battle. Bandit is now being caught by Skyjacker. Skyjacker reinserting himself into this race on the inside. Bandit gets way out of the way, and it looked like Bandit just jumped out of Skyjacker's way and didn't want to be part of that, and loses a position to Rido. Rido gaining that spot. And are the super softs? They're looking tidy. It's all right. Skyjacker then 6/10 behind Ensign Hewitt. He's got the fastest lap. He's got a fire in his belly, hasn't he? So, Guesty still leads. He still leads, but wasn't this the story of race 1 until Bunny leapt on him and went for the attack? Guesty half a second ahead of the Bunster. Liam Anfield now 3/10 for Cthulhu, and we'll go back to where we were before Cthulhu made his mistake and lost the position to Homesick Alien. On board with the Spaniards, Fernando doing what Fernando's do, going for the move on Liam Anfield, under braking into the first chicane. My word, Catula, you are stronger with the force. And Catula up into a podium position, booting that turbo, getting out of the corner and leaving Liam Anfield behind. Catula's on the medium tyres, just got to check. Just thought I'd check that, because he's driving like a man on super softs at the moment. And Liam Anfield, oh, is that a knock? Oh no, what's going on? I wasn't sure. Something weird went on between Catula and Liam Anfield there. I don't know if Liam Anfield popped Catula one up the bum, and Catula thanked him by giving him one in the side. But Homesick Alien now is all up in Catula. And Catula just got to dust himself off, forget about it, get back on with the race. You are faster than Liam Anfield, as you can see in the tow. Liam Anfield now blocking, weaving. Ooh, I don't know, Liam, that's tight. That's some tight business there. Liam getting very frustrated in his Toyota, and he's pushing the rule book with Guesty still leading against the Bunster. Liam Anfield's getting every tactic out of the book to try and stay ahead of Catula. And Catula not knowing how to race him, really. Well, what do you do? Homesick Alien is right there, and Skyjacker getting past Ensign Ewart, and Rido and Ensign Ewart having an absolute royale as Rido tries to break into the first chicane, and he gets up ahead of Ensign Ewart. And Rido's good form continues in this category, with Ensign Ewart in 8th, Bandit in 9th, Barry Twins in 10th, and Pat in 11th. Whoa, these two are absolutely on it. Guesty and Bunny sideways coming out of the second chicane, and it's a joy to watch. Liam Anfield, those going very slow. Oh, no. Oh, no. What happened there? Liam Anfield slow. Catula's through. Homesick Alien looks slow as well. Shall we have a look? Catula coming up to the second chicane. And, he just lost it, I think. He just lost it. I don't know how Homesick lost the position to Skyjacker. He seems slow out of the corner. And Skyjacker up and through. So Skyjacker and Homesick not related to Catula and Liam Anfield. I don't know what the yellow flag's for. Bunny's in the lead. It's Guesty. Oh, the worst case scenario. Guesty off the track, obviously, dropping down into 5th place. And look how Skyjacker's race has turned around as he goes up against Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield now down in 4th, and Skyjacker in a podium position, chasing down Catula, who's in 2nd. My gosh. And Bunny 8 seconds in the lead of this race. Oh, Guesty, I wonder what happened. Poor Guesty. He was having a cracking one. Homesick Alien getting ahead of him now. And Guesty just taking a lap to recoup, get himself back together again. Oh, dearie me. Rido in 7th. Bandit's off the track. Bandit 8th. But Ensign Ewart slowing down, so Ensign Ewart must have had a coming together with Bandit, and that has put Barry Twins up into 8th. Bandit, he's just getting on now, and Ensign Ewart cruising slowly, waiting for the Flying Dutchman, and he comes across. Ensign Ewart. These cars so tricky to drive. We're having a lot of bangs, a lot of knocks we're seeing out there, and I honestly don't think it's aggressive. I just think these cars are a big struggle to drive, very big struggle to drive. So Catula is under attack from Skyjacker. Skyjacker up and through. Skyjacker very aggressive, but he's on the super soft, so it's looking very good. Liam Anfield's going for a move. He had to pull out of that one at late doors, and Catula still stays ahead. And I don't think it's like Skyjacker's aggressive, but the movement is aggressive. He flies around them, but he's on the super soft tyre, whereas they're on the medium tyre, so it does look Like Skyjacker is jerking around a bit, but I think it's just the tyre difference. Guesty in 5th ahead of Homesick Alien, and Liam Anfield's gone into pit. He's getting rid of those medium tyres. Where are we? Lap 9, so roughly halfway-ish. I suppose you'd aim for lap 11 if you really wanted to, but he knows he's made a set of softs last 9 laps, so maybe a set of super softs will last easily 11 laps, who knows. But Bunny's leading this race with Skyjacker. I mean, he's on lap 10 and those super softs are still looking rather tidy. He did the fastest lap on lap 7, so yeah, the medium runners, why wouldn't they go in? Why wouldn't they? If their tyres can last, and they're all getting low on fuel now, maybe that's what it is. Oof, yeah. They're going to have to do 1 extra lap, and some of them are already in the red. Was Liam Anfield that low on fuel? We won't see. We won't ever know now. He hasn't totally filled it up. He's behind the Bandit. And Ensign into the pits. He's topped her right up. He's put a set of super softs on. He's ahead of Pat, who has not pitted yet. Bunny then, not pitted. Skyjacker not pitted, but I'm assuming he's going to pit at the end of this lap because his fuel is on vapors. Cthulhu is in 3rd spot. Great racing from Cthulhu we've seen this round. Guesty slipping back. Homesick Alien a little wide there. And then it's all about the pit stops, isn't it? Rido in 6th. And Bazza up to 7th. Look at that. He was right near the back. Liam Anfield, like I said, out just ahead of the Bandit. The Bandit is getting racy with him. But Liam Anfield, he's got to get that fuel to last. But he's on the racing soft, so he's going to be going faster than the guys ahead of him. So Rido's pitted. The other guys obviously opted not to pit. So Bunny, no, some of them have. Skyjacker's gone in to get rid of his super softs. He's got to go for mediums. Bazza also going for the medium tyre. Cthulhu releases his car from the mediums, and so will Rido and Liam Anfield. This is where he wants to be making up the positions. In fact, he'd probably rather have stayed out a bit longer to let him get some fast laps in. And Skyjacker has gone back out on another set of super softs, so he's obviously saving the mediums. He hasn't topped right up. An interesting strategy from Skyjacker. It is a short pit stop at Monza. I mean, you're in on the straight virtually, come back out on the straight. So he might be thinking a shorter pit stop, 2 stops, but I don't think it's going to work out for him. I think someone's tried that before. It might have been him, but I'm sure someone's tried that before and it didn't work out well. Who knows? Bunny's raging out there in the lead, 9.9 seconds ahead of Guesty. Guesty, oh, he's got no fuel on board, and Guesty just absolutely caning every lap. I wonder what he done. I wonder what he did. Homesick Alien are running a solid 3rd place at the moment, with Skyjacker out of the pits in 4th, 22 seconds behind them. And that's probably what it cost him. Well, it looks like it cost you about 26 seconds in the pits. But we'll soon find out, because all the top 3 are in, and Bunny's got his tyres changed. Guesty's not even at his stop yet, and nor is Homesick Alien. Guesty then being Bunny, topping up with fuel. Guesty's just getting his tyres changed, so is Homesick Alien. Skyjacker's coming around the Parabolica. Bunny is still topping up with fuel. Guesty now topping up with fuel. Alien topping up with fuel. Skyjacker coming down the start straight. Bunny's got his tyres on. Bunny's out on the track. Bunny's out on the track. Comes Skyjacker down the track, and it looks like Bunny has got the position solidified. He doesn't know whether or not to come over to the side of the track. We're having a Max and Lewis moment. But Bunny gets out ahead of Skyjacker and stays in the lead, with Skyjacker now in 2nd. Liam Anfield up into 3rd. Cthulhu is in 4th. Guesty comes out of the pits in 5th place, ahead of Homesick Alien, whom now is in 6th, ahead of Rido, whom is in 7th, but only 2 seconds behind Homesick. Barry Twins in 8th place, 13 seconds ahead of Ensign, who's on the super softs, but 13 seconds, massive deficit to make up, even if you do have the super softs on. And Bandit in 10th, he's gone to the medium tyre, and he's 8 seconds behind Ensign, and 56 seconds ahead of Pat. And here we go again. But with Skyjacker now instead of Guesty, we're getting a big race on at the front. We're on lap 12 of 21 for round 3 of the VGT. There's a yellow flag, but I think it's a back marker. It's probably Pat. I mean, he's not a back marker, but he's just getting out of the way of the leaders. And Bunny under siege from Skyjacker. They're going through Parabolica, trying it side by side, but Bunny just edges ahead of Skyjacker there, and Skyjacker just sitting there waiting. He's got no battery, so he can't attack him by battery, and Bunny nor him either. They're both running on flat down the straight, and it's all about the brakes. Billy Big balls into the first corner, and it's Bunny. Bunny has a sizable pair of gonads. And Skyjacker now in second. Liam Anfield third place with Cthulhu. But Guesty is trying to hunt down that Spaniard to get that fourth place, just to get something out of this race. And Skyjacker is leading from the Bunster. Skyjacker getting that position from Bunny somehow, some way, and Bunny staring at the back of the Ridge OG Monster livery. And Liam Anfield's right there as well. Look at him. Now he's on a set of supers. No, sorry, a set of softs. He's happier, isn't he? He's suddenly perked up. He's getting back into the race. Cthulhu 6 seconds behind. He'd already got the job done on Liam, hadn't he? He got ahead of Liam somehow with that early pit stop. I think Liam got the jump on Cthulhu and the Alien and Guesty. Skyjacker leads, but Bunny's coming back up the inside of the Parabolica. He's sideways. My gosh. Good golly, Miss Molly. That was a scary moment, with Bunny looking like he was sliding sideways into Skyjacker. Again now with the toe for Bunny. Bunny's going for it, but he's on the outside. Skyjacker's on the inside. Heavy on the brakes into the first chicane. Side by side. Never have I ever. And Bunny there alongside Skyjacker. That was fantastic. Let's get on board with Bunny. Why should he have all the fun? Let us get a bit of that juicy racy goodness. And we're sat on board with Bunny going into the second chicane. And Skyjacker making great use of his car. Oh, a little slide for Skyjacker into the corner, but it worked out for him. And he's gained a bit of ground on Bunny. And through there, that one. That famous corner. And Bunny then, what's he got? No battery charge. Coming down the straight, trying to get a tow. Heavy on the brakes, build up a bit of battery. Not too much though. Using his brakes enough through there to grab a battery, but he deploys it straight away down the straight as they head towards the Parabolica. And he's edging ever closer to Skyjacker. Going for that inside late on the brakes, the front of the car dipping down, taking his steering away, and Skyjacker doing an absolute cracking job leading this race so far against this pressure that Bunny is applying. And we will have a look around at the rest of the field. Bunny trying a different method now on the outside into the braking zone, and he's just can't stay there, hoping that Skyjacker makes a mistake. He has a little squirrel himself, and he can't afford to make many of those because he's got Liam Anfield only 2 seconds down the road from him. Guesty's up to fourth. He's ahead of Cthulhu, so Guesty on the move. He's got the fastest lap of the race so far with a 1:40.588, and nothing is going to stop Guesty today except for himself. Cthulhu in fifth spot ahead of the Alien again. The Alien having to look at the back of the Spaniard's car for another race, with Rido in seventh. Rido it's a good, strong race. I mean, if he hadn't had whatever got him down into that position, he's had good pace. He would have been up there with those top 3 or 4. And Bazza turned it around. He was right near the back. And now he's riding in 8th, ahead of Ensign Newer easily. Bandit and Pat, we saw pulling off the road to let the leaders through. And Skyjacker then looks like the man to be. Lap 15 of 21, 6 more laps to go. Bunny's got to try and get past these guys. 41.6 for Skyjacker last time around. Oh, Skyjacker, don't forget, he's got another pit stop to make. He hasn't used his medium tyre, I don't think. Unless something was wrong with the... Or was he on the medium tyre? I question myself. He may have been on the medium tyre. Oh dear. Oh, that's not what you need. The dreaded put you back on the road. I hope that wasn't me. He might have been on the medium tyre. I thought he was on the super softs at the beginning. I think it said he was on the super softs, but he might not have been from our screen. We might not have seen it, but he hasn't got enough fuel to get to the end of this race anyway. I'm pretty sure. Bunny's running with half a tank. Oh, what's going on here? Liam and Skyjacker having a bit of a coming together there. A little love push between the two of them. We know they like each other, so interesting stuff. But Liam Anfield is chasing down Bunny, 4.4 seconds. He was only 2 seconds, so he's lost more time to Bunny. 5 seconds now. I don't know if he's contemplating on letting Skyjacker through. He's pressing his boost button, and Skyjacker racing him. So there is still a race here. I know the wind might have been taken out of Skyjacker's sails because of the chicane reset. That is awful when it does that, because I don't think we have track limits on, so there is no need for it. It's just one of those weird little GT Sport things. He thinks you're trying to cut the chicane, but obviously he's lost a lot more time driving over the chicane than he would have done going through the chicane. And he's come in to get that medium run out of the way. And how far will he drop after that? So Rido is coming past. It's not looking good, is it, for Skyjacker? I'm sure he'll get out ahead of Bazza. But Rido already getting past and into the first chicane. The Bazza coming down the straight. And Skyjacker, does he get? No, Barry does get ahead of him. So Barry Twins even better, up to 7th for Barry Twins, as Skyjacker now has to bed in a set of mediums for the last 4 laps of this race. Bunny retakes the lead with Liam Anfield in 2nd spot and Guesty in that final podium position. And yeah, Bunny looks like he's carrying on that tradition that we found this season, where whoever wins the sprint wins the feature. And, I mean, it is pure by luck, because it could have been Guesty, it could have been Skyjacker, and in the other races as well, it could have been other people. It's just, that's the way it is. And Liam Anfield in 2nd spot. We don't want to write him off just yet. Still 4 laps to go. Bunny still might make a mistake yet before the checkered flag. And Liam Anfield is in a great position to pick up any missing pieces, with Guesty there in 3rd. Guesty fighting for that lead early doors, and he missed out twice today. Really, he could have easily, he could have easily been the winner of the first race. He couldn't have easily won the first race, but between him and Bunny, it was 50-50, and Guesty and Bunny both on it in the first race. And is Liam slowing down in front of Guesty? I don't know. Is Guesty suddenly really catching up Liam Anfield? Liam Anfield did a 44 on lap 16 and a 41 last time around. Guesty's done a couple of 40s. He really is pulverising the lap times. Bunny, he did a 41.1, but Bunny's just too far for Guesty to reach now. But Liam Anfield might be it might be doable for Guesty to catch up Liam before the end of this race. Homesick Alien is up into 4th. Rido has dropped back for some reason, and he's done good lap times. It must have been this lap. And Catula has dropped back behind Homesick Alien. So Homesick Alien coming good at the end of the race and up to 4th, best of the rest, as you would say. So Bunny leads by 5.6 seconds from Liam Anfield. Liam Anfield's found another second though. Guessed he was 2.5 seconds, but he's lost a big chunk of time to Liam Anfield. And Homesick Alien is now thinking about a podium because he's catching up Guesty, but Guesty's got pace. And even if he has lost time this lap, he's a pacey boy. It'll be a struggle for Homesick Alien to catch him. Catula's only a second behind the Alien in 5th place. Rido, 6th spot, ahead of Barry Twins in 7th. Skyjacker on his comeback was leading this race after a turmoilic race, to say the least, having one major off and then going for a 2-stop strategy. Interesting. Could be good for 8th or 7th as he catches up the Baz, but the back end wants to come around and he has to scoop her up, and the Baz gets away from the scene of the crime. Ensenua in 9th spot. The Bandit struggling in the Toyota with Pat. It must be that design. It must be that car design. The paint must be too heavy on it. So a Bunny, 6.5 second lead, and he's still flying. He's still pushing hard. He's not just cantering this one home with 2 laps to go. Well, this lap and then 2 laps to go. And Bunny is not hanging about whatsoever as he goes into his penultimate lap, coming around the Parabolica to cross the line. 2 laps remaining in this race. How long have we been racing for? 33 minutes? It's gone quick, in my opinion. Liam Anfield, 6.3 seconds behind Bunny, a 41 from Liam, so he didn't lose really any time. Guesty, he did a 42 and then a 41 after doing a couple of 40s, but he might be worrying about his fuel, possibly. And there we see Catula and Homesick Alien. That battle's not done for 4th place yet. And Homesick Alien just about staying ahead of Catula. And Catula has been driving hot stuff today. As Catula with his windscreen wiper coming up the inside of the Alien in the second chicane. And it's the Spaniard advantage, Fernando, as he is up into 4th place now, and Homesick Alien slipping down to 6th, but Alien's on the super softs. I couldn't. They both look same tyre wear, but different tyres. And at the moment, maybe Catula is getting a better use out of the racing softs as Homesick Aliens go for a bit of a lull. Rido in 6th, 13 seconds behind those guys, with Skyjacker now ahead of Barry Twins, and he is up into 7th spot. But he's 9 seconds behind Rido, and he'll need a blooming miracle. With Barry Twins in 8th, Ensenua in 9th, Bandit in 10th, and Pat in 11th. And the Bunster crosses the line, 7.2 seconds ahead of Liam Anfield to start his final lap. Is he trying to get the fastest lap? Because he seems to be going very fast for a man with 7.5 seconds in his pocket. And Liam Anfield's chasing him down, but he's more than trying to just stay ahead of Guesty. Guesty down to 2 seconds. Guesty is absolutely driving like an animal. Oh, Liam's fuel is on the bottom run. Liam very tight for fuel. We did say when he pitted that he didn't top his car right up, and I think he's lift and coasting. I think he's trying straight up to 6th. No revs whatsoever So Liam Anfield is nursing his car home. It's down to 1.2 seconds between him and Guesty. My word. Homesick Alien's back ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu again might be in the same position as Liam Anfield, nursing that car. And Bunny, oh no, he's not there yet, sorry, don't want to get too excited. And yeah, Liam definitely nursing his car there. That fuel getting lower and lower down the gauge. And Guesty is getting closer and closer. Homesick Alien towing Cthulhu to the end, I believe. Cthulhu just scabbing a toe to get to the end of the race. See the Beamer boys together at the background there, and we'll try and catch them before the end of the race. And here comes the Bunster to take his first win this season, and a cracking win as well. Liam's just going now with Guesty there. We see Pat and Pat and Bandit crossing the line together. And then we see there's Guesty. Liam, oh, he ran out of fuel, did he? In third. Homesick Alien comes home in fourth, ahead of Cthulhu in fifth. Rido comes home in sixth. He got ahead of someone. Who? Maybe he was always in sixth. Bazza's back ahead of Skyjacker. I don't know. Yeah, no, he must have already been in sixth. Is Rido. Great position for Rido. Sixth place. The Bazza comes home ahead of Skyjacker. I don't know what happened to Skyjacker there. But Barry Twins grabs that seventh spot ahead of Skyjacker in eighth, and Ensign Hewitt gets ninth. And sorry, I missed the move between Guesty and Liam. We wanted to watch Bunny cross the line though, didn't we? So Ensign Hewitt comes and takes that ninth spot. And it's a Bunny today, though, who did the business. And Guesty, well, you got to say, driver of the day, really. Bunny, oh, I don't know. But there's the Bunster with his second win, his second trophy. And he did well. Boy done good. So I'll take you to the race results. And we will have a look. Bunny with his second win, a sprint win and a feature race. He gets the double. And he does well. Guesty, absolutely on fire. How he didn't win a race is beyond me. But he put everything in there, did Guesty, and he also got the fastest lap in this race. I think he got the fastest lap in the first race as well. So Guesty absolutely had the pace today. Liam Anfield could have got second, but that fuel just wasn't getting him to the end. And Homesick Alien coming home fourth, where I believe Cthulhu was also having fuel difficulties come the end of the race. Rido, a mighty fine sixth spot from Rido, getting some good positions this season, with Barry Twins coming home in seventh, Skyjacker having an up and down race in eighth, Ensign Hewitt in ninth, Bandit in 10th, Pat in 11th. I think I'm streaming tomorrow. It is my wedding anniversary. It crept up on me and I didn't think about it, so they might have to. I thought you were away. Was you not going away? Oh. So Friday night's race might be replay. But that is the final of the Max 5s on Friday with the BB Raceway. And on Sunday, we're at BB Raceway again with the Sunday Sprint Madness. And then on Tuesday, they're having their final round in the Super GT with Fuji. Well done to everyone who took part today. That was a cracking race. And next week, we're at Le Sarthe. We'll be all right. I'm sure it won't be as boring as the track indicates it to be. These cars are fast. It'll be like an oval. Just think of it as like an oval with a couple of corners. But yeah, we're at Le Sarthe for round four. And yeah, that's it, I think. Got nothing else to tell you. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And check our website out, because Skyjacker puts a lot of effort and work into it, and it's well worth having a look at. www.virtualracersclub.co.uk, and all of the updated tables are on there. So thank you very much for joining us here at the Virtual Racers Club, and check us out when we stream again. Don't know when, don't know where, but we will stream again some sunny day. I was your broadcaster and your commentator, Jack Knopf. Thank you for checking us out at the Virtual Racers Club. Oh, quick look at the chat stream before we say goodbye. And Pat saying that race was a bit of a drag, and RuPaul wasn't anywhere to be seen. Ensign Hewitt saying, cheers thingy, cheers all night. I'm climbing back into the bin. And Pat says, space for me as well. Ensign Hewitt with a laughy smiley face. Come on, give yourselves a lot more credit. This car's a very difficult car to drive around a very fast track. I think you all should give yourself a little pat on the back, because you all did excellent. Peace and love. Peace and